Of experience, I started with marketing and sales, um, which taught me to face and sustain during failures and tougher times. Starting Z Company was more than a business decision; it was more of a passion project for me. One strategy that often gets overlooked when improving operational productivity is empowering employees with decision-making autonomy.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to FaceTime with Leaders, the podcast by Directors Institute, World Council of Directors. I'm your host, Tanayol, and today we're in for a truly insightful conversation with someone who's seen and shaped the future of industries in remarkable ways, Mr. Nazeer Hameed. With over 20 years of experience, Mr. Hameed's career has spanned across process improvement, service excellence, and leadership, leaving an undeniable impact wherever he's been. But it's not just his professional accomplishments that set him apart. It's his ability to balance technical expertise with a deeply people centric approach that has made him a trusted leader. Whether leading teams through tough challenges or building a successful fashion brand from ground up, his journey has been anything but ordinary. Today, we'll dive into the heart of his leadership philosophy, uncover the moments that shaped his career, and explore what drives him every day to lead with purpose. So, grab a cup of coffee, settle in, and get ready for a conversation filled with wisdom, experiences, and inspiration. We welcome you on the show, sir.
Thank you, Tanay. Thanks for your time. Yeah.
Sir, you've built such a diverse and impressive career over the last 20 years, from leading process improvements to running your own fashion brand. But before all these milestones, there was a journey that led you to where you are today. So, if we were to rewind the clock a little, what sparked your interest in this path? Like, was there a defining moment, a person, or an experience that pushed you towards the incredible journey you're on now? We'd love to hear about how it all began for you, sir.
Thanks, Tanay. Thanks for the question. A very good question indeed. And one that takes me to the very beginning of my professional journey or professional career. If I had to pinpoint where it all started, I'd say it was a combination of curiosity, ambition, and a very deep appreciation for both creativity and efficiency. Early on, I was actually fascinated by how things work. I've never been on a job, so first time working how things work, how businesses operate, how systems can be optimized, how small things can make big changes. So these are all things which were running into my mind when I started my career. My of experience, I started with marketing and sales, um, which taught me to face and sustain during failures and tougher times. And slowly, I moved into branch handling, leadership roles, and other relevant roles where I was able to learn a lot from in that particular industry, and also as a generally at a leadership. As years went on, my scope of growth in marketing and sales started becoming very stagnant, and job security became a very big question mark. And what next? So that's when I decided to shift to a call center business industry, basically, which was just about that period of time. It was booming big. Okay, the moment I joined, from there on, I never looked back. I started moving up the ladder into leadership roles and responsibilities quite quick. And when you spoke about process improvements and all this stuff, okay, so the process improvement, my first exposure came when I worked on a project that streamlined operations in a technical support call center. I still remember the moment when I saw the results, the efficiency, the gain in efficiency, the productivity, the cost savings, and most importantly, the impact on the people working there. That experience sparked something in me. Actually, it was the first time I truly understood the power of strategic thinking and leadership in driving meaningful change. While I thrived on process improvements, remember, because you spoke again about fashion and all this stuff. there was always another side of me that I was deeply drawn to creativity, particularly in the fashion industry, which was changing trends every now and then. See, when I look at fashion as a whole, it's a combination of self-expression, style, like how you put your present yourself, confidence and identity. So the idea of launching my own outlet, online outlet, was there for quite some time. It just took a defining moment for me to take that. So looking back, my career has been a blend of strategy, creativity, confidence, and sustainability, to be very precise. And that's what continues to drive me forward, whether it's improving processes, building an online presence, or leading teams. I've always been motivated by solving problems, creating value, making a difference. So thanks, Tanay. And I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, and like you said, the journey when you were in marketing and sales, when you moved on, I think when one moves on a journey, they realize slowly what they want to do, what they don't want to do, what interests them, what problems actually interest you, right?
Yes, very true, very true.
So it's not every day that we see someone transition from leading high level process improvements to founding their own fashion brand. So I have to ask, you've built the Z company from ground up, creating a brand that's not only about unique designs but also about delivering exceptional quality in women's apparel. So what sparked that leap for you? And as you navigated the complexities of building a brand, what were the moments that truly tested your resilience and leadership in the new venture?
Good. Starting Z Company was more than a business decision. It was more of a passion project for me that grew out of both personal experiences and deep love for strategic solutions. Um, to be honest, I found myself searching for pieces that connected unique strategies with the right blend of planning and execution, realizing how difficult it was to find both in one place. That's when the idea stuck. Why not create what I was looking for? In the early days, during this fashion journey, one of the biggest challenges in establishing credibility in an industry where already the competition was very, very tough, from sourcing the right materials to finding manufacturers who basically shared my commitment to quality. Every step required persistence. And I need to tell you, there were moments of doubt, times when production setbacks or financial hurdles made me question if I was over my head, what I was doing is right or wrong.
Yeah.
So during this journey, I decided to diversify my business avenues. Along with fashion, I diversified into corporate solutions as well.
Okay.
Earlier experience, basically. Of course, turning that vision into a reality was a far from easy. It was not an easy joke. Okay, because something which I have not done before on by myself. Again, one of the biggest challenges here again was establish a name in an industry where established players had already had a strong footing. From finding prospective clients to delivering the right solution, every step required a lot of planning and timely execution. Please remember timely execution to ensure that the business was going in the right direction. So to check this, to make sure that my business is going in the right direction, I always question myself if I was going in the right path and taking the right decisions. Today, looking back, every challenge turned out to be a stepping stone. Today's Z company has transitioned into Sevens Digital and Consulting. Okay, now there is no more Z company. Now it has transitioned into Sevens Digital and Consulting and stands as a brand that not only delivers customized solutions, but also upholds a standard of quality that I'm incredibly proud of. Thank you.
So, forecasting and scheduling are key to optimizing efficiency, but balancing employee productivity with customer satisfaction can be quite challenging. From your experience, how can organizations streamline these processes in a way that not only boost productivity but also keep employees engaged and customers consistently satisfied?
Okay, very tricky question, such. um, because see, honestly speaking, finding the right balance between efficiency, employee engagement, and customer satisfaction is something which I had to navigate firsthand. It was not something which was easy to find out right in front of me. And not everybody would teach you that.
Yeah.
Uh, I saw how companies would often focus so much on streamlining operations that they overlook the people. Okay. So when I'm saying that, let me rephrase it. Streamlining operations, they overlook people who are actually making those processes work. Okay. That is the employees, right? On the flip side, I also witnessed businesses that prioritized employees' well-being, but struggled with inefficiencies that frustrated customers. The other way around.
Yeah.
Okay. So to if you're asking me for a strategy, okay, process improvement should never be a top-down mandate. People need to feel involved in the changes that affect their daily work. And when employees feel motivated and involved and empowered, their enthusiasm naturally translate into a better customer service. That's what you're asking for, right? Yeah. So the result we get using the strategy is higher productivity, better SLA, happier employees, and more satisfied customers. Overall, a decent process performance. And another point I would like to add on this is while doing all this, ensure that there is always a culture of continuous improvement in the process, okay, which will fulfill the entire process performance.
True. And very rightly said, sir. Unless everyone is on page in the process, which is every step of the wheel, right? Every cog in the wheel. If it's not in process, your wheel won't run the same way.
Absolutely, absolutely. You've nailed it. Yeah.
Sir, you've led multiple initiatives focused on error reduction and boosting productivity, and we all know these areas are crucial for any business striving for excellence. So, but when it comes to improving operational productivity, what's one strategy that often gets overlooked yet has the potential to make a significant impact? Like, I'm sure there were times when you uncovered something that others might have missed. So, what would you say is the key to unlocking that hidden potential?
See, there is no rocket science here. Basically, see, it's not something which I have uncovered, which others have not. But there are few people who have actually done it. Okay, but the strategies may be different. Okay, the way I approach and the way somebody else who found a solution for this, their approaches may be different. Okay, but we might have found a unique solution where inside the organization nobody else have done it. So basically, if you to let me answer your question, so one strategy that often gets overlooked when improving operational productivity is empowering employees with decision-making autonomy at key touch points. We tend to focus on streamlining processes, leveraging technology, and setting performance KPIs, which are all important, yes. But what truly unlocks the hidden potential is giving people the ability to make informed decisions without unnecessary bottlenecks. That is, people who are involved in the entire process, they should be able to take some decisions at some point of time so that when you have an overall process performance, what you call it as operational productivity, when everyone gets involved, when everyone has a decision making, what do you call decision, everyone is in a decision making place. That is when the operational productivity gets better. As an experience, initially we focused on improving more workflows and implementing better tracking systems, but what really moved the needle was shifting from a reactive to a proactive approach. That is giving frontline teams the required knowledge, relevant training, and confidence to address the issues before they escalated. Okay, which
Yeah.
allowed them to resolve issues on the spot within set guidelines. Result: faster turnaround times, fewer days, and a more engaged workforce because they felt trusted and accountable.
Yeah.
So the key takeaway here is that productivity isn't about processes, it's about people. When you remove unnecessary approvals and empower employees with the right knowledge and trust, you create an environment where efficiency thrives and naturally, right? Thank you.
Yeah, and also removes the burden of a single stakeholder making all the decisions because that
Absolutely,
would
absolutely.
also be
You
like a
you got it
huge
right.
burden, right?
Perfect.
Sir, you've achieved so much in your career from leading high impact initiatives to building your own successful brand. But, sir, as you look ahead, what are the key aspirations that continue to drive you forward? Like, are there new challenges or industries you're excited to explore? And on top of that, do you see yourself contributing at the boardroom level in the future, helping shape strategies and influence leadership decisions?
Okay. Okay. See, listen. For me, success has never been about reaching a finish line. Uh, it's about continuous growth and new challenges. Well, I'm incredibly proud of what I've accomplished so far. I believe there are always more to learn, innovate, and contribute. Looking ahead, I'm particularly excited about exploring new industries where I can apply my experience in building brands, optimizing operations, and driving strategic growth. The intersection of technology and business, for example, is something I'm fascinated about. Okay, how digital transformation, AI, and automation are reshaping industries. I see a lot of opportunities to bridge creativity with efficiency, whether in fashion industry, information technology, or any other industry for that sake. Okay, at the same time, stepping into a more strategic leadership roles, including boardroom involvement, uh, is definitely on my horizon. Over the years, I've developed a strong ability not just execute, but to think at a higher level. Understanding the market trends, navigating challenges, shaping long-term strategies. I believe my entrepreneurial mindset, combined with my hands-on experience, allows me to bring both vision and particularly to leadership discussions. Okay, the allows me to bring both vision and practicality into leadership discussions. Ultimately, what drives me forward is impact, whether it's mentoring future leaders, helping businesses scale to the next level, or influencing industry shifts. I want to be in spaces where I can create meaningful change. So I've achieved a lot. I see
Yeah.
just the beginning of a more even exciting journey ahead.
Yeah, I'm sure it will be, and anyone will be privileged to have you on the boardroom, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sir, as businesses face growing pressure to prioritize sustainability, we're seeing ESG principles play a bigger role than ever in driving long term success, like not just for organizations but for society as a whole. So, from your experience, how do you think integrating ESG practices into service management can create a win win situation where organizations not only improve their operations but also contribute positively to the world around them?
Right. Okay. So ESG is no longer just a nice to have. Okay, it's a become a core driver of long-term business successes. Companies that integrate ESG into their service management strategies don't just meet compliance requirements, but they gain a competitive edge, improve efficiency, and build a strong stakeholder trust. I hope you go with me. One of the biggest misconceptions is that ESG initiatives add complexity or cost. In reality, when embedded thoughtfully, they actually enhance operational performance. For instance, incorporating sustainable supply chain practices such as reducing waste, optimizing optimizing energy usage, or sourcing responsibly can significantly cut costs while lowering environmental impact. Right? So, similarly, adopting ethical labor practices and fostering diversity in leadership leads to a more engaged workforce, which directly impacts productivity and innovation. The real game changer is recognizing that ESG just isn't about compliance and reputation, it's about resilience and future proofing. Businesses that integrate ESG into their service management strategies position themselves for sustainable growth, stronger investor confidence, and deeper customer loyalty.
Yeah, true. I think yes, you just make sure you're looking at a long-term vision, which sometimes we missed in general, but it just
Yes, of
ensures
course.
we take it into
Of course,
account
yes.
every time.
Yes, thank you.
Sir, you've had the chance to join Directors Institute, and we'd love to hear about your experience. Like, how has your time with the institute helped shape your leadership journey, especially in areas like corporate governance and ESG? And what aspects of the program stood out to you the most?
Joining the Directors Institute has been truly an enriching experience, shaping my leadership perspectives in the ways I had, in ways I hadn't anticipated. As someone who has always been passionate about strategic decision making, I found the program to be an invaluable platform for deepening my understanding of corporate governance, ESG, and boardroom dynamics. One of the biggest takeaways for me was the practical approach to governance. It's easy to think of governance as just policies and regulations, but to be honest, the institute was really helping me see it as a powerful framework for driving sustainable business growth. From navigating risk management to ensuring board effectiveness, I've been gaining insights that is directly influencing on how I assess challenges and opportunities. Right, the program as such has been reinforcing on how ESG is not just compliance, but it's about creating long-term value. Beyond the technical knowledge, what stood out to me most was the networking and peer learning. Directors Institute not only is sharpening my leadership skills, but also reinforcing the importance of vision, accountability, and ethical leadership in today's corporate landscape. Overall, the program has been equipping me with tools and the confidence to take on the higher level strategic roles and contribute meaningfully to the boardroom level.
Thank you so much, sir, for those kind words, and that gets us to the end of this interview. It's truly
Oh,
been an inspiring conversation, sir, and
thank you
it's
very
clear
much.
because it's clear, sir, that leadership for you is more than just success. Like you said, it's about making an impact. Make sure the processes are in order, and everyone in the team feels that they are invaluable, right? So, I
Right, you're
mean,
right, you're right.
yeah, so I mean that's a huge learning for anyone who's watching us today. I think I really appreciate you sharing your personal and professional experiences because it will be a huge learning for the youth that wants to go ahead and create something for their own. So whoever's watching, I hope you've had a great time, and I'm sure it was an enriching experience to hear Sir today. Just advice to everybody: we advise you to continue learning, continue evolving, and leading with vision. And share, subscribe, FaceTime with leaders. And until next time, what I would say is keep striving for success and always, always have fun in your journey. So thank you so much, viewers, and thank you so much, sir, for joining us today.
Thank you.